What's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you my exact framework for hiring cleaners. In this video, we're going to be going over 3 things. Number 1, where to find the best cleaners, both paid and organically. Number 2, how to screen and interview candidates. And number 3, my secret to testing loyalty before you hire. By the end of this video, you have a proven system to hire the best cleaners in your area. What's up guys? My name is Max Arnold. I own a cleaning company in South Florida. We went from 0 to 60K per month in 13 months. My goal in these videos is to give you as much value as possible, so please like and subscribe, and let's get back to the video. All right guys, step 1. Where to find cleaners. So there's both paid and organic ways to find cleaners. I like to do a little bit of both. Let's start off with paid, then we'll talk about organic and the pros and cons of both. So paid strategies to find cleaners are going to be through platforms like Indeed, ZipRecruiter, even Craigslist. It ranges anywhere from like $50 to $150 per posting. So the reasons I like this is because you're gonna have cleaners coming to you, and you're also going to have a more variety of high quality clients, usually through these platforms versus organic. So organic strategies would be like Facebook or Nextdoor. And through these strategies, the way I like to get cleaners is I'll just put a job posting in a few popular groups in the area, and I'll just say, hey, does anyone know any good cleaners in the area? And then you'll get tons of comments below, 15 to 20 usually if you join popular groups, all with cleaners who are usually looking for more work. I'll reach out to them, direct message them, and see if they're interested in getting more jobs. Here's an example for a job posting I use for my cleaning company through Indeed. The pro is that it's free and they're not going to charge you to do this, but the cons are that you're typically dealing with low quality cleaners, and some of them obviously aren't necessarily looking to work for another company, so you're going to have to sift through them a little more thoroughly versus with an Indeed posting. So now you're gonna have a solid list of cleaners from both paid and organic strategies, and now you have to screen through them to find the best of the best. Screening cleaners. Now you have a list of candidates and you have to filter through them to get the best of the best cleaners. I do this through Clean Genie. Take a look at how it works.
Hey guys, so I wanted to walk you through our application process. So this is a job posting on Indeed. We are hiring cleaners in Palm Beach County. For this post, we spent about $102 and we got 69 applicants. So if you scroll down here, you can see our job description. Pretty simple, an overview of what we look for. Some responsibilities, which is provide thorough cleaning to residential and commercial properties, uphold strict confidentiality and respect clients' privacy while working in their spaces. Some requirements: we require 2 years to have a vehicle, a proven track record, ability to work independently, time management skills, must be reliable, punctual, must have a minimum of 2 referrals. Now, if you also scroll down here, we have a really cool survey that we actually got through Clean Genie. So if you copy this and open it up here, it will be a custom landing page to your company. So for ours, it's Royal Hive Cleaning. You can see our logo on the top. We put a little bit about us, what some perks of working with us, and then also some job requirements here. So if you click apply now, it's going to bring you to a survey. And I'm not going to go through the whole survey just because I'll have to fill out information. It will be very time consuming, but you get the gist of it. You get their information. You get to ask them some situational questions. And later on in the video, I'll show you some of the responses to those questions from real applicants.
Clean Genie has saved me so much time. Instead of hopping on phone calls and talking to cleaners for 30 minutes just to realize that they don't have a car, they don't have a driver's license, you get to send them this link, they'll fill out the information. You could just accept an interview or decline them based off those results. So now you have the survey results, and you're gonna see there are some qualified cleaners and some disqualified cleaners. That's gonna lead me to the next step in the program, which is interviews.
All right, guys, so this is an example of our survey results. So when someone fills out the survey, you're going to go to sites and then surveys and submissions, and here you'll be able to see all of the results. I got rid of some information like their email and phone number, so for privacy purposes, but this is how it looks. You could see, are you a U.S. citizen? Are you willing to undergo a background check? Do you have a driver's license? Do you have a reliable transportation? Do you have insurance? Are you willing to get insurance? Bunch of questions, and even like situational questions like how would you clean the shower door to remove soap scum? How would you clean this oven or shower floor? And you can really see how much detail they put into their results too. So based off of this, if you like their answers, if you like their replies, and they have the insurance, they have a vehicle, they have proper supplies, then I would schedule an interview from there. So if you go to the opportunities pipeline, all I typically do is schedule an interview. If I'm happy with someone or I like their survey, I would just slide over to schedule an interview and we'll automatically send them a link to book a call right on our calendar. So that's the hiring funnel in Clean Genie. Let's get back to the video.
All right, guys, now it's time for the interviews. Since the cleaners already filled out the survey, you're already gonna have a basic understanding of their experience, how long they've been cleaning for, do they have supplies, do they have a vehicle, do they have a driver's license? So you know that they're already qualified, but now it's time to dig deep and ask more important questions. First off, did they show up to the call on time or did they show up at all? Just them showing up is a green flag because, believe it or not, a lot of people will schedule interviews and just not show up at all. So if they showed up, that's a green flag, and it's even a better sign if they showed up somewhere that's professional, maybe in their office, in their home, but it's a red flag if they're driving or currently cleaning another job. So you want to pay attention to little signals like that. Now it's time for the actual interview. So I like to start off with just simple questions. Introduce yourself, of course, ask about our day, a little small talk, and then get into it. The first question I typically ask is, can you give me a little rundown about your cleaning experience? Maybe tell me about some things you like, some things you don't like about cleaning. It's very important after these questions to actually listen to what they're saying, understand them, and kind of analyze their responses to figure out if they'd be a good candidate, a good person to work with. Just some questions I would typically ask is, have you ever had a bad experience with a client? How did you handle it? What would you do if a client asked you to do something that wasn't in the agreed upon scope of work? What supplies do you typically use and how often do you restock? After the cleaning, if a client calls us and really wasn't happy and says that you missed a specific area, would you go back to the job to clean it up? How available are you to work and are you able to work weekends? When you ask these questions, it's really important to pay attention to their answer. How do they respond to you? Are they good at communicating with you? Do they respond professionally? Are they calm? Are they able to critically think on certain questions? Are they flexible? Are they eager to work? These are all very important questions to ask yourself throughout this interview. So now some cleaners disqualified, some cleaners pass. If they pass the interview, I would let them know you'll get back to them by the end of the day or maybe the next day. Send them a message, let them know you'd like them to work for your company, and you could send them your welcome email as well as a W-9 and a subcontractor agreement. So now they're hired or they think they're hired, which leads me to the last part of my hiring section. Test cleans. What is a test clean, you might be thinking? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a test for our cleaners. So typically I'll reach out to friends or families in the area and I'll assign a cleaning to their house. It's usually either a 1-1 or a 2-2, something very small. I'll pay the cleaner, try to keep it around $60, $70 for that cleaning. You can either pass on that charge to your friend or cover it, which is what we typically do. So the reason for this cleaning is for many different things. Number one, do they show up on time? Some cleaners, especially for test cleans, won't even show up at all. Number two, are they professional? How do they appear? Do they have the proper supplies with them? Does it look like they've cleaned before? Are they professional? And most importantly, did they pass our loyalty test? So at the end of every single test cleaning, I'm gonna have my friend or family member, or sometimes even me, go up to the cleaner and just ask them, hey, thank you so much, you did a great job. Should I book directly through you next time or should I go through the company? Based off their response, if they say, oh, go through me, here's my business card, never send that person to a job again. But if they say, go through my company, please reach out to the same people that contacted you originally, then you know they're not gonna be poaching your clients. I've had test cleans come to my house and not realize I was the owner of my cleaning company and try to poach me. So when that happens, at first I'm a little sad, but then I'm happy because then I realized that my future clients are not getting poached. So it was worth the cleaning, right? It paid off. So that's my hiring process, guys. Step by step, where to find cleaners, screening, interviews, test cleans. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want my exact hiring formula, click the link below and you can download my template. Also, guys, if you want more cleaning content, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.